Welcome to CK4RC.
Why'd the chicken cross the road? Because I'm out of jokes. Listen, they can't all be winners, all right? Unlike this shirt, how about this one? Just the white, classic, clean CK4RC shirt from Only RCs. These guys right here. Coincidentally, it's also those guys over there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Go to onlyrcs.com. Get stuff. Use my discount code CK4RC. I'm going to drop it down 2 times in the description, so that way you can just copy and paste it. Because otherwise, if you want to type it, it's capital C, capital K, lowercase FOUR, capital R, capital C, or just copy and paste it. Like I said, it's going to be down in the description 2 times. I got to go down twice because right below here, this is the likes and the bells and the ding dongs, and then down below that's the description, and then below that is the comments. So we're going with the double tap down to the description for the discount code, 20% off. Hopefully you got all that, because I blacked out for a second. I don't even know what's been going on for the last minute. But check this out. On the old bencharoo today, we got the Smasher versus the Carisma MSA-1MT. The MT, you'll never guess what it stands for. Monster truck. Did you guess? You probably did. It's not hard to figure out. Anyway, so we did the unboxing, we did the product review, we did kind of the reaction video. Now, the only thing we got left to do is let these buddies run, Let them rip. We'll take them for a walk. Take them for a spin. See if they can slang some dirt. I don't know, man. But we're going to do some speed runs. We're going to see what kind of performance they have. We're going to jump, because they're monster trucks. They got to jump. We'll see if we can get some wheelies out of them. We'll see if we can get some donuts. Cut some whoop, 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 some, what do they call them? Tornado? They don't call them tornadoes, do they? The donuts with the cyclones. That's what they call them. See if we can cut some cyclones. I have a feeling that's not going to happen. But maybe just a little donut action. I don't even want to get too fancy and ask for cyclones, but we'll see what happens. We'll just see what kind of stunts we can pull, what they're capable of. So that's what we're going to get into today. And then at the end, we will pick a winner out of the best 24 scale solid axle monster truck. That's what we're going to do today. So stick around, check out the action. We're going bashing today, folks. Bashing. We're leaving that crawler stuff in the dust until next time, probably. We'll get right back into it, but I'm going bashing today. It hurts my eyes when I open them like that. But yeah, so let's get into some monster truck action and see what happens. So here we go. All right, first up, let's do some testing with the stock Carisma MSA-1MT. The MT stands for monster truck. Now, one of the things that I really don't like about this truck, or just these models in general, well, there's actually quite a few things. All right, start, proper, turn on the transmitter first. All right, so here's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get back here and get the truck turned on. It is not in a good spot. All right, what kind of speed are we on here? We got steering, we got throttle, yep. All right, throttle is in high because that's where it needs to be, but just for testing sake, that's low. Here is second. And then we got high. So, and, oh, there's reverse. Took me a minute, but I found reverse. All right, so even in high, really not that quick of a machine. That was flat out. It's kind of, the suspension's kind of fun because it's not very good, and so like kind of the bounce that you get coming off the jump kind of makes it reminiscent of monster trucks from yesteryear, So let me set the camera down and try not to do this one-handed to where maybe I can drive a little bit better. So let's do that, and maybe we can get some cool angles while we're at it. So yeah, let's see what happens. I'm gonna set you guys down and we'll hit some jumps. Well, there's that body rub already coming into play. Yeah, those tires are rubbing on that body pretty bad, actually. Steering isn't quite lined up, so let me see, make some adjustments there. Trying to get this thing to get in and out of reverse is actually not the easiest thing. Well, if we're being honest with ourselves, that was quite underwhelming. So I took the liberty of, remember when it said on the box that the ESC was lipo ready? Let's see about that. Wow. Okay, so it hasn't started smoking yet. I'm not sure if the camera caught that, but this thing just pulled a wheelie, and that's awesome. Yeah. Okay, so I've got to be a little lighter on the throttle here. I'm going to set you guys down so I can try to do this two-handed, because this is about to get real cool. That's really cool. Oh, nice. This thing is a whole different animal with a LiPo battery in it. It's nothing fancy. I'm just running a little 2S LiPo battery. I happen to have one in my collection with the right adapter. See if we can slang some dirt back there, huh? Nice. The rollover and the save. Okay, this machine is a whole different beast on LiPo. I gotta tell you, running that stock NIM battery, I could not have been more disappointed and underwhelmed. But man, this thing is awesome on LiPo. I don't know if it'll do donuts still, but let's see what happens. No, too much bite on the tires, actually. The surface of the deck just isn't really facilitating. Let's see what kind of jump we can get. I'll come from the backside so I can get a good angle on the landing. Man, this thing, with a big enough jump, it actually might be able to pull a backflip, which it's a little surprising. I would not have expected that at all. All right, time to bust out the FMS Smasher. Let's go ahead, turn on the transmitter. The on switch for this is right down here under this little bubble. I'm gonna figure out which way it slides. I think that just did it. Yep. Okay, so this should be in low. So let's see what kind of speed we get in low gear. Blistering. All right, let's check out channel 3 right here. I don't know if you could hear that servo switch into high gear. So let's see what we get here. Whoa. significant speed difference there. That's not bad at all. Little sky wheelie. No, that's not really a slap wheelie, I guess would probably be closest to what that actually was. I can tell you the control responses already are night and day difference between the FMS and the Carisma. All right, get a little bit of air on that. I probably didn't even need to line it back up. All right, let me set this down and see if I can get a good angle. Get a little two-handed driving action going on here. That was just bad. Okay. So, try it again. Here we go. I got to tell you, the speed performance on this is just not really where I would like it to be. I do like being able to get that wheelie action going, though. That's pretty cool. Get a little double jump. Oh, about a little bicycle action over here, huh? I lost the bicycle action. Oh, I was starting to get a little bit there. This thing is surprisingly stable. Until I bash it head on into an obstacle. Oh, if I'd have been thinking on my feet, I probably could have saved that. Well, this is a ton of fun. Although it doesn't have the best speed and it doesn't get the best air, it does a lot of things that are just fun. Oh, nice. So this thing is a lot of fun too. All right, here we go. We've got one unlicensed Ford versus another unlicensed Ford. First race, we're going to run both of them in low speed. I'm running both of them one-handed, so this isn't going to go well. But let's see what happens. So FMS Smasher versus Carisma MSA-1MT, and I have a feeling they're just going to crash into each other, but let's see low speed what happens. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, green flag. Whoa, okay. Well, I want it to be known, let it be known that I did push the trigger at the same time for both trucks, but you probably saw how much of a delay there was between the Smasher and the Carisma. That was not on me. That is just how much of a delay there are with the controls on the Carisma. And that's what I was talking about during the test run. The controls, the lag in the controls is just, it is ungood. That's what I'm going to call it. So let's set up the next speed run, the next drag race, if you will. But let's run them in high speed and let's see what happens. All right, so we've got the Smasher and the Carisma both in high speed, but we do have the Carisma running that 7.4 volt NIM. This is a stock speed test just to see what happens. Low speed, the Carisma actually surprised me. Once it kicked in, it really didn't have a problem overtaking the Smasher. But let's see what happens in high gear with the Smasher in high and the FMS in 3. running the stock battery. All right, in 3, 2, 1, green flag. Okay, there we go. All right, time for the final showdown. Running the FMS in high gear, running the Carisma in high gear with lipo. I'm one-handing both of these things at the same time. So let's see how this goes. I am not going to be able to steer very well, but let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Well, if you didn't see that coming, that makes one of us. Hot dog! If anybody wants to try to tell me they saw that coming, no, you didn't. I sure didn't. And if you did, maybe you have these, and so you have some inside information. I don't know. I doubt that because I don't think there's a whole lot of people that have the Carisma monster truck. This is not real easy to find these days. It's been out for, I think, for a couple years now, and it didn't take off. And yeah, so whatever. But the fact is, 7.4 volt NEM battery, Carisma. All you have to do is put a lipo in the box, and this truck is on a whole different level. Talking about stock, the Smasher is just better. I mean, it's way more responsive. The lag on the controls on the Carisma are maddening. I don't know what else to say about it. They are just really bad. But the response, the handling on the Smasher, very nice. The stability, that wide wheelbase really helps it just kind of keep it planted on the ground. As you saw, I mean, it did tend to roll over a little bit, but I was running it on wood versus, dirt and, loose dirt and grass and stuff like that. So probably not the best surface, not the ideal surface for this truck. Overall, a lot of fun. But I do have to say that the top speed stock, even in high speed, was disappointing. And I did not get very good air. Whereas, even with the NEM battery on the Carisma, I don't really know if it was getting better air, and maybe it's just the way the suspension was absorbing the hit whenever it landed. I liked the way it jumped better. It just looked cooler. Now, big con for this thing is the body rub on the tires. That is so bad. Now, as I already reviewed last video, I am going to ditch this body and I'm going to cut this thing out so I didn't even want to show it to you anyway, but I can trim those wheel wells a little bit more on that one because I got to cut it out anyway. So I can offset and accommodate for the bigger wheels. So overall, where do they stand? Well, I'm going to cheat a little bit because, like I said, stock out of the box, Smasher, hands down. Just a better performing truck. But because there is such a simple, free upgrade, I got to get the winner stand up here. Because there's such a simple, free upgrade for the Carisma, just swapping out a battery, that's all it takes. And this thing puts the Smasher just in the ground. It smashes the Smasher. So get it up on the stand because, ladies and gentlemen, the best solid axle 24 scale monster truck is not the FMS Smasher, to my surprise. It is the Carisma MSA-1MT. Carisma, you can do better. I know you can. But swapping out that battery made just a night and day difference in the fun factor on this truck went through the roof. So if you're curious, check them out. You're gonna have to get on eBay or something like that, some second-hand market, because it's not available on Amazon or things like that. Hobby shops might be able to order them still. I don't know. I don't know. But there it is. There's my competition. There's my results. Take it as gospel because it's coming straight from this guy, which nobody cares. I mean, let's call it as it is, you know? But whatever, hit that quadfecta before you go. Like it, subscribe, leave me a comment. Do you have either one of these? Were you surprised by the results? I was. Let me know what you thought of the video. First time getting into the basher world, and I kept it small because I do minis. I mean, that's just what I do. I love minis, so I went with mini bashers. Anyway, let me know what you thought. I'm going to do some more with these coming up. I'm going to mod them a little bit, and we'll just kind of see what they're capable of, what we can do with them. Like, subscribe, comment, and then share. Help me get the word out. Hit the share button. None of those things cost anything except for maybe, 15 seconds of your life. And hey, if you ask me, that's worth it. Why wouldn't I say that though? Why would I say anything else? I'm asking you for your help. Why would I say, no, don't do it. That's not worth it. That's bad business. So I'm not going to do that. Hit the quadfecta before you go. Keep doing RC stuff. I'll be back with more asininary next time. See ya.